Hi, I'm Karen Poole, Chief of Social Work at the Royal. I'm here to talk to coaches about what they can do to promote their players' mental and emotional safety. As coaches, you're accustomed to keeping players physically safe. So, since suicide is a major cause of death in youth, it's crucial that those around them open the door to conversations about suicide and try and keep our youth mentally safe. Here are some of the things to be aware of when considering teens and others' mental well-being. Main thing to think about are changes. Changes in mood, elevated or lower, changes in eating, changes in their performance on the team, how they play, social interaction, maybe some withdrawal, behavior. You might see an increase in reckless behavior. Another keen one to be aware of is grumpiness and irritability. Also sensitivity to criticism. Unexplained aches and pains. That's something you most certainly may see as a coach. Depression often presents itself in terms of a physical condition. So you might hear about complaints about how a player is feeling physically, and they might not want to do a full shift. Just notice it, be aware, ask them if they're okay. You might also see neglect of appearance. They might be less concerned about their physical presentation, their grooming and their personal hygiene. Now you may well ask that, how would you know the difference between this kind of thing, presentation, and when a teen is regularly going through these things? Because all of those issues could be something that any teen experiences. Well, the answer is you don't know. The only way to know is to ask. And if nothing's going on or there are no thoughts of suicide, you're not going to make them happen by asking. Be a role model. Let people know how you expect them to behave and how you expect them to treat each other on the team. Really be clear that you do not accept bullying. Make sure if that is happening that you deal with it. Now, if you are concerned about the teen's mental well-being, here are some steps that you can follow to address that. We call them the LEAP steps. L for listen, E for empathize, A for ask, and P for plan. 4 steps, LEAP. So when we're talking about listening, follow your instincts. Listen with your heart as well as your ears. If you think there's something wrong or you're not sure, inquire. You need to spend some of the time listening, not just talking. Expect silence and just let it be at times. Sometimes a teen needs some time to process the questions that they're being asked. Let them do that. That's respectful. Ask open-ended questions. Tell me why you're feeling like this. Tell me what's going on. E's for empathize. Identify with their feelings. See what it's like to walk in their shoes. Try and put yourself in their place. A's for ask. Ask directly. Are you having thoughts of suicide? If the answer is no, if they're not having thoughts of suicide and you believe that, by asking the question, you're most certainly not going to plant the notion of suicide. However, if they are having thoughts of suicide, that is a huge step towards keeping that teen safe. Because by asking directly, that means you give them permission to talk about it. It may be a relief to the teen to be able to talk about the pain they're in. And when you're talking about that pain, when you're hearing about that pain, you need to try and explore with them, how bad does this pain get for you? Try and understand it. Show them that you're trying to understand. By asking directly, that gives you the opportunity to explore opportunities to put a plan for safety in place. When you put the plan for safety in place, you may need to get professional help. You also are likely going to want to speak to family and friends and see who all around can keep this teen safe. Keeping our teens and our youth safe is something that everyone needs to be involved in. As coaches, you have special responsibility. Show that you care. Help to keep our players safe. You can do it.